Hey kids, Inverted Cal here. Welcome back to Vintage Story on the Rabbit Tech server. As you'll notice, I am not in Spawn Town. I'm not at my main base, or I'm going to start calling it my headquarters. I think I'm going to call it the headquarters, Spawn Town headquarters, for the inn of the traveling cow. In fact, I am out at my manufacturing facilities. I guess you could call it that. This is where I have been doing a lot of collecting and harvesting of resources and that sort of thing. It's a savanna right next to the edge of a desert. Rainfall in this area, rare. That's right. It don't rain. It's the thing that was driving me absolutely crazy about Spawn was the rain, the endless, nonstop rain. So today, rather than working on Spawn, what I wanted to work on was doing a bit of building next to one of the traders out here, one of the closest traders out here between me and Spawn. I wanted to start with the first building that I'm going to make, doing what I really like to do, and that is build infrastructure. And I'll pick it up. I'm just going to head over in that direction. I'll go pick it up as soon as I get there. Alright, I've made it over to the trader. I had started working on doing the layout here earlier. This is a hole. It's 5 blocks wide by 9 blocks. I just dug it down. Now, if you look carefully at the temporal gear on the bottom, if I'm back here, it's fine, and it's just slowly starting to trickle over. If I go forward, you'll notice it starts to trickle down the closer I get to this trader. So he's in a temporal zone. So I'm building a shelter here that's just outside of the temporal zone, so that a person can come here and do some trading with this guy and then travel on. Now the roadway I want to build from this guy will kind of start going southward. I will start going kind of in a southeasterly direction down to this down to a treasure hunter trader that's down here. So basically I'm going to work my way around these hills and whatnot down in this general direction. And then I'm going to take this trader here and bring him down, bring a road down past this base. I believe this player is abandoned this base. I haven't seen him, and there's another player down here someplace as well. I haven't seen either of those two on, but I'll bring the road down here through these. This is heavy forest with tall mountains. These are really actually very, very tall mountains. And then I'll bring it down underneath the mountain where I've got started the headquarters, and then basically bring it straight in beside the inn of the salty hyena, and tie it up right with the main intersection in town here, or very close to it. So it's going to come out and then up. Over this way I found, where are you here? Over this way I found another trader for building materials, and another trader off in the bushes here, and another trader further up north. And I believe there's a few more out in this area that other people have found. So I do want to try to do is connect some of them. There's also a few points of interest along the way. The acacia tree forest. This is all acacia trees in here. That kind of thing. There's a lot of clay deposits. I believe this was basalt over in this area. So I could get basalt sand there. This bright blue sand in this area here, that was I can't think of the name of it right now. Shale, I think. So I'm going to be working on connecting some of those areas and roads. Now, I do want to do was get some armor together and a sword, slightly better than my high quality scrap long blade, and do some exploring on some of the caves and such around here as well to see if I could find any transporters, but that will come as time goes by here. There's a few people that are doing the same kind of thing, so that's something that will happen. It will come. So anyhow, the palette I'm going to be using for this build, I'm going to be using chert cobble, which is red. It's very contrasting to the desert, so it'll stand out very clearly from a map. When somebody sees it with a map, it will show up very clearly as a very obvious square or rectangle shape. So I've got enough for a roof here. Then I'm going to use the sandstone cobble, which is this is claystone. I thought this was sandstone. I'm going to use the sandstone cobble slabs to build the building itself. It's going to be very, very basic, straightforward, rectangular box made out of slab pieces on the sides. And it's not going to be anything fancy. And then I'm just going to start putting the road down. I've been stockpiling road in the chest here, so I have plenty to start with. It won't get me far, but hopefully it'll make it to that second trader. Sasha, I'm talking. I'm sorry. Okay. So that's what I'm going to get started on. So don't go away, kids. I'll be right back after I have done a little bit of building. I'm not going to make you sit there and endure me trying to figure out how to place blocks, because I know me, I get distracted, and the next thing I know, I'm off in the willy wax chasing bunny rabbits. So don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm mostly done the shell on the little safe house, I guess these would be called, probably the easiest descriptive. As you can see, it's tall and very basic. I have to go get my chisel because I need to do some chisel work. I got to finish these corners. I do want to adjust this roof slightly, and I need to do a little bit of finishing touches. I also have to go get some windows. So we're going to put some glass in and put some windows in. Of course, you can see I've just got hay blocks as fillers for things right now. Put a door in, a little fireplace. I am going to fix this up. These walls are going to get made thin. This is going to get made thinner. And I'm going to put in a load of firewood here. And I need to fire these. It's 5 bowls, and a storage vessel. What I'm going to do is see if I can track down some fat, and I'm going to make a bunch of lanterns. I'm going to have a lamp, well, oil lamps, I guess, not lanterns. I'll have an oil lamp over the door where that torch is. I made a bed. I have a nice little bed space up here. I'll put an oil lamp up here so that there's light in this room. I'm going to leave this section of the room open, although I might do is go grab a little bit of fence just to put in a bit of a guardrail here so that it looks like, okay, yes, there's a protective for the sleeping loft. And I crafted 2 shelves that are here so that people can come and they can craft. If they need to, they can craft whatever they have to do. They can throw their stock on the shelves that they have to. The storage vessel will be here that they can use, that sort of thing. I have made a the plumb bob here. This is for reinforcing the blocks so that the blocks can't be broken once they're in. And I need to go grab the stuff for the windows. I'm going to put in some of the lead brick windows. But I figured I'll bring you back, show you this point where we're at, which basically the rough outline is built. And it just needs a little bit of finishing touches and some extra love to wrap it up the rest of the way. And then we'll be good to go. So again, I'm going to pause here because I got to go run across the desert back to my base and grab a few things that I forgot, and then come back and see if we can wrap this thing up. So don't go away, I'll be right back yet again. Just a little side thing here. I popped back into town because I had left my chisel here, which meant a fairly long and somewhat dark trip because I don't have a torch on my inventory. And I got back to my base here and I found this beautiful creation waiting for me by the name of Dinner Bone. I don't know who did it. I have my suspicions of a couple people, but whomever took the time to carve Dinner Bone, thank you. This is probably the funniest thing I have seen. This is one of the funniest things I have seen in the game yet. I'm loath to move it because I don't know if it's one block or not. Like, is it the same? It is. Okay, it's a 1 block size. So, I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably move it and relocate it. And yes, Dinnerbone will have a place of honor on the table. I mean, on the build. I was hoping to do some trading with Ethereal Mind, but he's not really here today. He's kind of here, but not here. I think he's in the middle of digging or something. Ooh, somebody's making a trap for chickens. Good luck on that one. Well, that was kind of interesting. I was able to finally get up a couple of meteoric iron long blades crafted up. Ethereal Mind there did a good trade with the the podzol that I keep finding. Not podzol, what's that stuff called? Terra Preta that I keep finding. Gave me a good stack of iron, which I have put into the box that I'm carrying on my back right now. I'm just trying to make it back to my little headquarters there before dark hits. Hello, is that bamboo? Ooh, somebody found bamboo. Oh. Okay, I gotta put the speed down here, otherwise I'm going to be spending the night in the dark again. Okay, and now we're back to the point where the game gets too laggy to play. Alright, the world has loaded enough that we have managed to make it back to our little project here. So what I'm going to do real quick is, I forgot to bring some spears. Oh, I knew I forgot something. Okay, just having a bit of problems trying to get this lamp to go down. Because the torches expire, otherwise I would just put torches in here. I can't put it on this side of the wall because this side's been chiseled back so much, and I think these are slabs. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't shift. There we go. So I can put this right there, which should give me some light. Come on, open up. Oh, that's not the box I wanted. This one. Okay. And I got 7 of those left. So then holding the plumb and square in one hand with, come on, with the stones that it allows, such as granite or some of the andesite, and there's a list. You have one stone in your hand and the plumb bob in your other hand. You click on the block you want to reinforce, and when it works, it will make a little cling sound, and it'll take a stone out of your inventory, and then it will say this block has been reinforced. There we go. Shift on blocks that you interact with, and I think before you interact with it you have to shift, you have to reinforce it, unreinforce it, I guess. What's the term? Because I can't break this. See? You'll have to break it 50 times to take it down. But I have this problem every night at about this time. I'm not sure if it's something with the connections, something with the system, something. is causing this problem. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the joys of multiplayer. You're at the mercies of internet service providers, and they're high quality services. Unfortunately. So all I have left in this box now is some stone path and some dirt that I'm going to use. I meant to bring a couple of spears. I've got a whole box of them laying around. I wanted to bring a couple of those out here. I'm going to leave a bowl here and a pot. So there's a pot, and I'm going to leave a bowl on the shelf. You can't put pots on the shelf, otherwise I would. The fire pit is here. There's a few sticks in the corner, or a few pieces of firewood in the corner so somebody can use them. I will bring some flint and leave some flint in that bucket or in the basket for people to use. There's a bed up on the loft that they can sleep in. Everything has been reinforced. I will see if I can find some bushes. I want to fix this sign because it's supposed to, I want to put on there like this is a traveler's lodge, inn, whatever, courtesy of Inn of the Wandering Cow. And that is about it. It's not fancy by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I could probably go over this and put shutters on and blah 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 blah. Not going to do it. The whole point of this is, if you're traveling and suddenly find yourself in a place that you need to get in cover, it's there you go. It's not claimed, it's not land claimed, there's no conditions on it, nothing like that. But it is all reinforced. All the blocks are reinforced, so you will have to break it. You'll have to hit this quite a lot. As you can see, 50 times. I'm not sure how to get this to remove that. I don't want it reinforced. There we go. Shift and straight click will remove the reinforcing. Okay, there we go. So I can fix that sign. I will probably work on starting the roadways and pathways. I want to put one of these, like a little cottage like this, at basically every trader or teleporter location that I find, things like that. Every place that there's a place of interest, just put one of these things down. Put a few bushes and some other random stuff around it. I'll probably put a couple of bushes in here and fix up this side. I'll bring out this sand and do some landscaping. As you can see, unfortunately it's no longer something I can work on tonight. So that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you're enjoying Vintage Story on the Rabbitech server. Thanks all for watching, kids, and good night for now.